Look at this Sleeping Beauty turquoise ring. So rather than make you do this and stay up late, we're just going to show it to you now. And I'm glad because it's a favorite of mine. Really, anything that features Sleeping Beauty turquoise, I don't have a problem confessing, is one of my favorites. And I love turquoise of all types, but this is the top tier. Like if you love turquoise, this is about as good as it gets. And even more so because we couple it with gold. This Easy Pay is $39.94 for Sleeping Beauty turquoise and 14 karat gold with this stacked presentation that leads the eye up like layers of a cake, right? And there is the beautiful just climax of this leading up on that beautiful ring. But there it is again, that clean and simple presentation that many would argue makes a bigger statement than something that has a lot of intricacy and texture and weaving. You don't want to compete with the stone because the stone says a whole lot on its own. Let's give you a measure on just the cabochon alone. Kind of move in there. We're scraping underneath the ½ inch mark. And when I turn it down here, I want you to see the height on that and the size of that cabochon. I call that out because I have to warn you not to get too spoiled and expect a lot of Sleeping Beauty turquoise like this in the future. It has not been produced from its mine in well over 2 years. So what we see is what we've managed to get from the few folks out there who have a stash. All right, so let's break this down for you. We're looking at sizes 5 through 10. That Easy Pay that I'm so excited about goes away at the end of the day. 1 day to enjoy this Easy Pay, 1 day to enjoy that Easy Pay on a feature price of less than $200. So at its heart, Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Like I said, it's like you cut a circle out of the beautiful southwestern summer sky, brought it down, nestled it into 14 karat gold. It's almost hard to believe sometimes that the color that you see on your screen, that vivid turquoise, it's hard to believe that that is genuine. Like you think that that's been altered, or you think that your screen is somehow deceiving you. This is what Mother Nature did with Sleeping Beauty. And I love it when we come in close on Sleeping Beauty too, and I say, try to find a flaw. Try to find a striation or an inclusion or any of those little, kind of, like the black rivulets that run through other turquoise. I like that too. It has a very organic feel. But when you're talking about a color like this, I just want to see that color. And look how clean and pristine that is. And it's that pop of color on the finger that to me, a lot of us expect to cost a lot more because gemstones often do, to get that kind of saturation in color, that cleanness to the eye. And that much gold too, by the way. This is an electroformed piece, so at its heart is a silicone core. And there's that same story, really, that we were talking about in Ordo Nuovo, where we were able to take the gold that we wish we could give you in solid, but instead do it with that silicone core, which gives it more strength and durability and less flexibility than if it were all in solid gold. So there are advantages and disadvantages to both, right? Those of you who love your solid gold through and through, you love it because you know in your heart and your mind that that's gold all the way through. And then there are people like me who love the concept of solid gold, but you don't like the cost, right? There's a lot of other things I want to buy. But the thing is, you're not compromising anything here by getting the electroform. Instead, the compromise is in the price. So you get a lower price. And when you have Easy Pay, you have the flexibility of getting something right now. Well, actually, you got to wait about 7 days. Okay. And being able to enjoy it over time while you're making those monthly payments. But the thing is, and I can't say this about everything, but when you've got an Easy Pay that allows you to pay over time on something that you're going to still be enjoying after that last Easy Pay is taken care of, that's when I really love Easy Pay. And I take advantage of it myself when I go, well, 5, 6 months down the road, I'm still going to be wearing this on a daily basis. And 6 years down the road, I'll be wearing this on a daily basis. But I don't know where our Sleeping Beauty story is going to be in 6 years. And so it's bittersweet, but it means when you do see something that you love, you dive right in. Let me move these bracelets down here, because there's a little something that we had earlier in the show that maybe you missed. We had the Sleeping Beauty line bracelet as well. And those are our Sleeping Beauty pieces in the show. I love them together, and of course that makes a beautiful suite. But this would be that great starter piece maybe if you're going, you know, I've seen them talking about Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I know there's people that are crazy about it. I'm not ready to go all in for a bigger piece, but this is something I could do. And if you are a gemstone tourist like me, the person who likes a little bit of everything, and you want to try all the different gemstones, here's a good way to do it. But I would recommend going all in by getting the turquoise with the gold. Because something about, I don't know if it's the contrast in color, I don't know if it's knowing that this is the very best in turquoise in the world, but something about it really commands gold. And I love seeing it in silver too. It depends on the design, right? But if you're going to take something down to a ring, to a clean and simple design, and one that's universal for everybody, whether you're a size 5 finger, you're a size 11 finger, whether you're gifting it to somebody who is 15 or somebody who is 75. If you're going to take it into that kind of a universal design, make it clean and simple, then give me gold. And that makes it so wearable every single day. And here, you get the gift of both gold and gemstones too. But such an amazing value, really to start outside of the easy pay. When we add in that easy monthly payment, that's exciting. But at the end of the day, we'll lose that easy pay opportunity. Keep the feature price, but no more easy pay. Size 5 is now at last call, and we're getting limited now in sizes 7 and 8. So I'm glad that we gave you an early look at it. It's J295532. Let me give you the under gallery too. I always like to kind of give you a full tour. And it's cool because even when you see the undersides of these stones, they're still perfect. I mean, it's amazing that Sleeping Beauty has been both so in command, but every time we bring out a piece, it's as gorgeous as any of the more elevated pieces with a lot of stones, or just something that's clean and simple like this, but it's still such an amazing treat. The reason, by the way, that it's called Sleeping Beauty is, because I don't want to assume, I know we talk about it a lot, but the mine in Arizona from which it is sourced is in the mountains, and the mountains, the outline of them resemble a woman laying on her side, like a sleeping beauty. And I just think that's beautiful. Although, even not knowing that story, I just thought, oh, it's just because itself is a beautiful piece and one that, you know, it's a surprise, right? You think you know turquoise until you see this. All right, I'll let you go to the phones, make your selection, while I go to the phones and say hello and happy holidays to Mary Kim, who's calling us from Florida. How are you, dear?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. I'm glad you stayed up late with me. What do we have in our show for you?
Well, I just got the Sleeping Beauty turquoise ring that you're putting it back in the box now. It'll be coming to me, and I love it.
Oh gosh, I got to tell you, it's so much more beautiful in person. Is this your first Sleeping Beauty piece?
It is actually. I just I think I was holding out for the gold.
Yeah. Well, then you and I are of like minds, because I don't know, something about this stone when paired with gold just really talks to me, I tell you.
I think you're right. And, you know, the way you described it with the Sleeping Beauty stone just sort of like saying it all.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah. And I like the fact that it's got a little elevation. And I'm actually a white gold girl mainly, but certain pieces in gold, I think it's just nice to have a few good pieces.
Agreed.
And I just love it. I'm really excited to get it. And I love watching you, by the way.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
I always learn a lot when I watch you.
Oh,
and you're very fun and entertaining, but very knowledgeable as well.
Thank you.
Great combo.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
means a lot. I got to tell you, this stone, something about it in that Florida sun is going to be so gorgeous. It's going to be the envy of your friends.
You're so right.
All right. Well, Mary
Totally.
Kim, I ask a favor then. When you get it home, since it's your first Sleeping Beauty, try it out and then go to .com. Give us a review. We want to know what you think, okay?
I promise I will.
Thank you
very
so much. Thanks for giving me a call. Merry Christmas.
You too.
Bye-bye. Well, I love that Mary Kim's giving it a try for the first time. Hope you are too. 250